Hey, Josh here from Ritter Fight Systems again. Today's video is on Bong SAU. How to do it, when to apply, active, passive. Some systems say, hey, you can't ever do it in an active manner. Bong SAU is only passive, but I disagree. I've seen Klitschko do it. So we're gonna go ahead and explore the different options in Bong SAU, so stay with us. So a passive Bong SAU from Chinese Kung Fu is going to be a little bit higher than your shoulder, in line with your fighting box here, and it's going to be right here. And what's going to happen is I'm going to take the energy from the intercept of the fist, and I'm just going to let that energy, if it's coming too much of an angle for me, I'm just going to let it go ahead and redirect in the Bong SAU, and that way I could get that energy there. It's never going to be where you could lap and everything like that, because that fist is going to be pulled back so fast. So by the time you get there, it's gone. But it's a good thing to learn in case somebody's trying to grab you, and then you could get that lap fac in, or bring their arm down, go in for a nice 2-on-1, and then work from there. There's a lot of things you could do with that passive Bong SAU. And that passive Bong SAU is pretty awesome for redirecting energy, but it doesn't work really well in this way. If it's going to redirect the energy there, you're going to switch to Lan SAU. So it's only really toward the inside is where the Bong SAU, where that technique is going to continue to work. Otherwise, you have to change to another technique. Let me just touch on how to go into a Bong SAU just a little bit before we show you a little bit with active and passive. Basically, when I'm fighting, I'm in my stance and everything, and I'm gonna do Bong SAU, I'm not just gonna throw my elbow like this. I'm gonna use my fingers and get that out there. Boom. It's almost like a hit. Yeah, that's how I'm going to get that active Bong SAU out there. Okay? It comes from the form chun. When you're here, I'm leading with the finger. I'm not just throwing the elbow up like this. That's really not what you want to do. You want to lead with your fingers. Bang. Okay? So, Bong SAU, you lead with your finger, and then that elbow gets up there, a little higher than your shoulder in your fighting box. Okay, let's check out a little bit of Bong SAU in action. So when we think about Bong SAU and active blocking, then we're going to think about boxing the most, because in Wing Chun it's mostly used as passive blocking or to active block a kick. But in boxing, you watch Klitschko. So this is just a normal Bong SAU, but he's gonna be turned to the side and he throws that out there. Boom. And that's what we're gonna demonstrate here. So my friend Safe is gonna go ahead and give me a straight right. And so get in your fighting stance, Safe. Yep. And are you right-handed or left-handed? Right-handed? Okay, good. So go ahead and throw me a straight right. It's going to come straight at me. And I'm going to block that with that Bong SAU. You see how that's going to block? Boom. Okay, that's an active block. Okay. A passive block would look more like this. Okay, throw that right again. Yeah. Well, I make contact and I let him push my Bong SAU in that active block, that I could do some other things with it. Okay. And also, you also have an active, if you're wrong and you're on the active side, come a little more on the camera, Safe. Yeah. If you're wrong and you're on the active side, then that's another thing, because it's wrong. You can't passively hit a Bong SAU on the active side, but on the opposite side. But if it's active, you could actually get out of the way using boxing footwork in order to get out of the way of that other hand. So when he comes with that right, and I throw this one, there's going to be that left, and I'm going to move out of the way and pivot out. Okay, so that's how we're going to use Bong Sau in a boxing situation actively. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Stay tuned for more content. Like and subscribe.